What's up, everybody? Alright, we're on southbound the US 395 right now. We're approaching the way station in Sagemore, Washington. I don't know if this one's even open. I never saw any signs saying whether it was or not. Open when flashing. Okay, it's not flashing, so it's closed. Alright, so we're going to be picking up a load at Americold in Pasco. Pasco would be part of the Tri-Cities area, as they call it, in Washington. Pasco, Kennewick, and Richland. Don't know what I'll be picking up there. I don't know if it's a Tyson load or something else, but it's going to be going to Chillicothe, Missouri. Cloverleaf Cold Storage, that place I've been to several times. As you might have seen on my previous video, I delivered to the Martin Brower facility, or the McDonald's distributor, basically, in Sumner on the 25th, on the 5th. Today being the 7th, I had to do a 34-hour reset because I had no hours. This load's going to be picking up tonight at 1800. Currently, it's only 1300, so I have about 4 hours to go before I can, really check in, I think, which I'm fine with. I'm going to do a split shift here, and I'd rather run overnight, whatever, from here somewhere to Idaho after I get through picking the load up. I expect that it might take a little bit longer to get picked up, though. So Google reviews do suggest they are a little on the slow side, but sometimes it's they're waiting on product or something. You never know. Cold storage place, I'm not sure they'd be waiting on product as much as some other places will, but I don't know. I've never worked for Americold, so I don't want to speculate, but it's kind of nature of the beast with the industry anyway. Sometimes you're waiting for whatever reason. Washington's finest Fuji apples, super sweet Honeycrisp apples. So I was able to avoid snowy weather on Snoqualmie Pass. I had no problems going through there earlier today or on the way in. Worst I had this morning was a bit of fog, but it wasn't even that bad. Come on. Coming up on an area called Glade, Glade. It's like a little hole in the wall town. From it doesn't even have an area of gray like it's incorporated. Yeah, we're not going to play this. I'm not going to do 55 from here. Not when it's a 60 zone. You want to speed up after I'm past you, though, like they always do. Alright, not too much further up the road. We're gonna make a right turn. I don't remember the name of the street, but I got the map up anyway, so I'll know when I'm approaching it. I can't wait for listening to this guy. He's like just slow enough to be annoying, but just fast enough to not really be worth it to try to pass him. And especially now with my turn coming up pretty soon, doesn't do me any good to try to go around them. I would have gone around them earlier, but there's always been more traffic coming up from behind at the time I wanted to pass, and I'm not going to hold them up or go too much over the speed limit just to get around them. How many miles am I? Alright, so I think about a few miles to go. I decided I was gonna, when I came in this way, the way that people typically go to get over here is to take I-90 across. Basically, when I left Sumner and took Highway 167 north from Sumner into Auburn, and then Highway 18 from there up to I-90, and I-90 over across to Ellensburg, which is right by where I-82 is at. Stopped there to get my trailer washed out and get a shower and some breakfast. And from there I had a few different options on how to get over here. I think what people typically do though is take I-82 across from Ellensburg down to the Tri-Cities area and then come back up. I decided instead to take I-90 over to Highway 26, which is right on the other side of the, I think that's Columbia River or whatever, and follow that around, follow it through until you get to Othello, and then take State Route 17 down from Othello to 395. And now we're on 395, and not too much further up the road. I'm going to go straight to the shipper. It's not, I don't really plan to check in until about 1700, but I'll double check my appointment time with them first though, and make sure I know what temperature they want me to set my reefer unit to. Alright, I think the next turn is going to be mine. Yeah, it should be it. I have been to this place before, but I haven't been there since before I was with JCT. So basically, it was on the OTR side with Sierra England last time I was over here at this facility. I want to say it's a French fry load or something, but I could be wrong. Alright, yeah, this four-way intersection coming up here is my turn, and then you see that warehouse straight in front of us. I think that's the next door neighbor to Americold. Now I'm expecting they're gonna load me really heavy. Actually, I did forget to check and see if I need to get an empty skill ticket. We'll get over here first, and then I'll double check the load instruction and make sure there's not any important detail like that I need to be aware of. And if I do, it's the very next road down there, right down the street, whatever. Alright, so down the street here where this white car is at. Now, where they're coming out of, I'm going to make a left. They have a big lot. I want to say it's the building right in front of me. I don't know if RE Garrison is going to Yeah, here's the Americold right here where this, I can see their logo right there. And the Super Ego guy is on there a lot. Let me turn into this. Can I get in there? Yeah. Yeah, this is right. We'll come over here in the dirt lot. Just find a place to park. Not like there's going to be any difficulty at all with that. Probably park over here next to Super Ego. You can park here overnight too. Going extra slow so I don't kick up too much dust here. Don't want to scare Sea England either. Okay, so I found out I got I had an air leak. I know I had something leaking, but I just couldn't find it at first. How I know that is because my primary and secondary gauges, when I'm on my 10-hour breaks, it would drop down to where I was getting low pressure warnings. And I found out it's, when I was getting my trailer washed out today, I was hearing something coming from over by where the steer tire is, and I was like, it can't be my steer tire, because my steer tire I have to inflate separately, and it wouldn't, if it's leaking, it wouldn't be causing my system to leak. And so I didn't think plus I checked my tire pressures pretty much daily, so I double checked the temperature, the pressure of the steer tire, and it was fine. So I crawled underneath the truck to try to figure out where exactly I'm hearing the sound from, and it turns out I think it's a quick disconnect air hose that goes into my reservoir. So probably end up making a stop somewhere at like a dealer or whatever soon to try to get a replacement hose and maybe replace that on my own. Quick and easy job to do, so I don't need to be paying somebody a bunch of money to do. At least I don't think it's going to be too difficult. It's should just be a quick disconnect fitting on the side, on the end where it hooks up to the reservoir, but I got to see where it goes on the other end, and it shouldn't be difficult at all though. But either way, I'm gonna have to figure that out, how to fix that. All right, let's look at our load info to double check if there's any special instructions on here, because they're supposed to get a scale. They're gonna load me as close to 80,000 as possible, it sounds like. The General Mills rep may break the seal. Driver will be required to present their CDL at both shipper and receiver. Okay, it doesn't say anything about needing to get an empty weight scale ticket, but the projected weight on this on my load assignment is 45,696, which I think will actually put me over 80,000. As long as it's not by more than about 400 to 500 pounds, I should be okay though, because I have an APU, and all of the states between here and Missouri have APU exemptions, so, or whether it's by law or by enforcement policy. So just hopefully it's not above 80 though, just so there's not needless questions about it. I don't need to be getting dragged. Yeah, you're overweight. Yeah, well, I got an APU. Yeah, well, we don't have a thing. Well, I will look, according to the internet, you do. So, I don't know. I might find that out. Hopefully not have to, but, alright, so I see sign over here. All visitors are required to check in at the office. Closed-toe shoes required to dock in dock-in area, whatever. Safety vests must be worn by all visitors. I think the receiving office is over here on my left. Yeah, this place does look kind of familiar. I just don't remember it too well. Alright, anyway. You see there's going to be a shitload of space to work with to dock in at. And when I go to scale it, I don't know if they have an on-site scale, but there's a Flying J or a shithole truck stop that's badged as a Flying J, if you want to call it that. They have a cat scale. It's literally just a couple miles away from here, so, and it's in the same direction I need to go anyway, so I will probably pick that up. I know I'll probably end up scaling it over there regardless, so hopefully not have to get it reworked at all. But anyway, I'm not going to stop rambling, and we'll have some more footage for you this evening when I'm ready to dock in, which who knows what time that's going to be. I'm going to call the shipper real quick and double check that I have the right appointment time, 1800 and whatnot. And we'll continue this. Alright, so stay tuned for more. Alright guys, it's time to dock in here. It's about 7:30 local time now, so about an hour and a half after my appointment time, and about 2 or so, a little more than 2 hours after I checked in. I could have checked in when I first got here, according to her, but I told her I wasn't in any hurry to leave here. I like driving at night anyway, and I was tired. I didn't sleep well last night, and I wanted to get some rest. So, and I did. Okay, I'm going to be docking in door 14, which is right over here, 2 doors past these forklifts that you see here. Kind of creeping my way over here so I don't have to change my status. And you see there's a ton of room too. I'll have to go out and open my trailer doors first. I wasn't sure if I had room to open them with that other guy next to me, so alright, let's open them now. Okay, these doors look like the kind that you leave the doors shut for, but everybody else has their doors open, so I will leave mine open. Wait till my tractor's facing that way at a 45 angle, basically toward Garrison, and then slowly work our steering back over. And alright, looks like I'm actually fairly well lined up. Not perfect, but just pointing at the wrong angle. Pretty well positioned though. Yeah, watching Thursday Night Football on Hulu. Rams versus Seahawks. Alright, look like I see a wheel chock down there in the corner, so I'll have to put that in once I'm docked in.
You have 6 hours and 50 minutes of remaining drive time.
I'm on a split shift, and I still have 650 to work with on this shift. I got 7:34 on my 14-hour clock, so I can run a pretty decent number of miles with this load after I get through picking it up. If you think an average of 60 miles an hour, 6 times 60 is 360, and then add another 50, that's 410. So I can run some pretty good miles with this load after I get through leaving here. It's I think about 40 or 30, 40 miles or so from here to the, or probably about 40 or so miles to I-84, a couple hundred more to get to the Idaho border, so 240, about 170-ish. That would actually put me in the Twin Falls and Jerome area of Idaho by the time I really would need to worry about shutting down, if all goes well. But anyway, I'm gonna get this wheel chalked in, and we'll have some more footage here when we're ready to dock out and go scale the load and all that kind of crap. All right. Alright guys, we're all done here, but I admit I'm a little bit annoyed with how the checkout process goes here. I was told to go over to the office to sign for my bills. Waited there for probably a good 10-15 minutes and not a damn person in sight. Then someone finally shows up and says because it's a 42,000 pound load and it's over a certain weight, that I need to go scale it over at Flying J first and come back to get my bill. So I'm gonna pull away from them. I wouldn't have minded knowing that before and in advance, but the guy who loaded me told me I was done. Didn't say anything about that to me. Okay, so I see bulk tubs of what I'm assuming to be chicken. I didn't go up inside the trailer, but they're bulk tubs. It's not going to do me any good use load locks. It's a little on the chilly side. I'm going to put my hoodie back on. I might have been sitting there even longer because I could have sworn I was still at 6:48 or something like that on my sleeper berth time. I'm at 7:48 now. I don't think it was that quick though. No, it was like 40 minutes so far. All right. How's my 14 looking now? No, still less than an hour more than the 11-hour clock. So let's go use force to move by shipper. Want to have that 14-hour clock available as much as I can, even though I don't think I really need to worry. I expect either way I'll be in Chillicothe at least a good day or so early anyway. Yeah, that was one of those things where, as long as I had to wait out there, wait at the office for somebody to show up because there's nobody working at the shipping office. I could have gone straight over to Flying J to scale it in advance, but I didn't know that. So it's just one of those kind of annoying situations to me. Would have much rather the loader actually told me I was going to need to scale it before getting my bills. Because I asked him, what do I do for the bills? Just go to the office? And he goes, yeah, that's it. I fortunately, Flying J isn't far away. You just go straight down the street here to the main drag and turn left, cross over to the other side of the 395, and make a right turn, and the Flying J will be up there on the left. There's a stop sign here. It's an uncontrolled railroad crossing. I mean, no warning lights or guards or anything like that. So, good reason you got to stop there and double check there's no train coming before you proceed. Because otherwise, there won't be anything stopping you from crashing right into the side of a train if one starts coming. Stop sign here should be, because I can see the overpass up here, so should be a left on at the stop sign here and then cross over. It's Karchner Street, that's right. I don't think I'm going to have any scale problems though, because one, I don't have to worry about tail heavy where the states that I'm going to that I'm in or going to through whatever, and second, the last two pallets, the row of pallets back there is it's not super close to the back of the trailer anyway. So I'm pretty sure it'll scale just fine. I might have to slide the tandems to get it right, but I don't see this needing a rework. Alright, we're gonna make a right turn here where that truck just came out of. The biggest joke of a Flying J here, though. I hate coming to this one. Pretty sure it was originally something else. Right here in front of Burger King is we're gonna turn right here. Wait on this truck to go by first. What are you waiting for? The hell are you waiting for? You don't have a stop sign. People crack me up, man. Don't bother paying any attention at all. Oh yeah, I'm stopped here, but I'm only stopped here because you're coming. I wouldn't have stopped at all if it hadn't been for you coming the other way. Alright, away my truck. Don't tell me I need my license plate info. I forget if Washington needs that. Grossing at 78,320. I'm a little bit overweight on the tandems, but not by much. It'll only take only to move, slide the tandems one or two holes back, and we're good. So from there, we're going to come over here. Watch out for these landmine potholes, whatever you want to call them. We'll come over here and slide tandems and go back on the scale. Got to have a good scale ticket before I get my bills. And they do have like 2 email addresses they want you to send your digital scale tickets to. So come over here. I say I can slide. I got carte blanche to move my tandems wherever the hell I need them, so. Okay, I only have to slide 1 hole, but I've got about 1,500 pound difference, just a little more than that. So 2 holes will give me better balance. Those are. I'm at the 41 foot mark already, so I want to. If I put it at the 42, it'd be perfect. So I'm in between the 42 and the 42 and a half hole, so I can go ahead and back up to get it into the 42 hole. Alright, good to go. Alright, now when I go back across the scale, our weights should be very similar. Got a minute? I'd kind of like to get moving sometime this year. Oh, come on. I remember my first time pulling into a lot too. Oh, that's a JCT right there, isn't it? I think it is, yeah. That's a red KW or red Peterbilt. I think. I might know who that is. Well, someone I know who drives one of those is, I don't think he's here in this area. We can have like, I think 2 or 3 of those. Alright, we're good to go. 11,660 33,280 and 33,360. God damn it. Oh, it's a paid off truck. That's not Daryl, is it? My friend Daryl has a paid off red Peterbilt. I'm gonna have to ask him if he's over here in Pasco. Yeah, probably sleeping. Why not? I'll text him right now before I get out of the line. Need the paper scale ticket. Even if I swap off this load, I can always just show them the PDF version of it. Back to the shipper, show them our good skill ticket, and get our bills and get out of here. At least now I don't have to worry about coming back here. So as soon as I get through leaving their property and get back on the 395, I can just plan on ending the footage right there. Come on, slow down a little bit more. AutoZone distribution center right there. After the curves where I'm going to be turning. If you remember, that's where I came out of. Oops. Guess I don't need both lanes. Mode so it doesn't drive me nuts. Alright, so it was a good game between the Rams and Seahawks. Rams ended up winning. Both quarterbacks had dislocated fingers on their throwing hands, but Matt Stafford had his wasn't as bad. He said it wasn't even affecting him much, but Russell Wilson had to come out of the game. His backup actually did a nice job, though. I was impressed. He played well. doesn't really shouldn't need to use drive time for that, because it's true that the shipper did force me to go over there, and I had to come back over here. I shouldn't need to use burn up drive time on that, or 14-hour clock either. That's just, I don't know, my opinion. Alright, now let's turn back into the lot here. Not gonna be enough room between those two guys in the building right there. How about I come over here in between these two trucks? God's not dead. Alright, so yeah, and also I mentioned that red Peterbilt that you saw there. Very commonly you run into people who like to talk shit about lease birds. Oh, you'll never pay off your truck. Well, there's an example of a guy right there who did exactly that. And I'm less than a year away from paying mine off, and I know a number of other people who've paid off their trucks as well. So our lease program's a lot better for actually paying off and owning the truck than what a typical lease is. Alright, I'm going to go check out, and we'll be back in a second. Okay guys, so I'm done here. We can either stay here another hour and 15 plus or so and get a full 10-hour break in, or just keep rolling. I don't really care. Believe I'm 1,600 and change away from the receiver, and I got lots of time on this load. Let's find out how many miles we got to cover first. My load info suggested it's 1,600 and change though, and let's see where Chillicothe. That's too far up. That's that one, yeah. Alright, now that one's also known as Americold now. Alright, 1,680, so I don't know. I do want to run at night, and I don't really care. So I said, let's see, 1,690. That'll be a couple of day trip. That's 29 hours plus at least 2. Yeah, so that would put me there on the end of the 9th and into the 10th, and then I could do another 10-hour break and be fine still. And so yeah, I'll probably go ahead and get rolling now. Get back over to 395. I don't want to deal with all those streets there to get to their to get back onto 395. So I'll probably go back up this way to where I came in from originally. Yeah, it's a shorter trip from here to this this feeder road, so. Yeah, I think my kingpin on my left steer axle might need to get replaced. So I'm starting to hear a little popping sound up there. I heard it yesterday, or the other day when I was at the truck stop in Sumner. I mentioned something about that in the video. And I think I just heard it again right now, but well, I might do some more turns. That could have just been from swaying also. Foster Wells Road. Okay, also it turns out that red Peterbilt that we saw is not my friend Daryl, because he posted 2 hours ago on his Facebook that he was in Sayre, Oklahoma. So yeah, definitely not him. I don't know who that would be though, because I know of at least 3 red Peterbilts. One's been paid off for a long time, and I don't think that was his truck number. Not to mention his truck number decals were in the wrong spot from what I remember the other guy's paid. Daryl was more recently paid off. And then I just saw another red Peterbilt. I just saw another red Peterbilt the other day. That still had a 3400 number on it. Well, I could go. I have a lane right here, but I don't want this Oak Harbor Freightlines guy to freak out and think I'm cutting in front of him. So I think I'd give him a chance to go by first. Alright, yeah, that truck's there. It's moving over now. Okay, we're going to take this road down to 182. So we have a couple of different different options we can take. I could also take 395 straight down, or even what's that, Highway 12 or whatever that highway is over here that goes through Wallula. I've been known to do that too. Quickest way would be just take 395 back down to 82, I think. Okay, I'm going to end up getting fuel at the Space Age Travel Center. I think that's what, yeah, something like that's what it's called. On I-84 in Oregon, not too long ago. Very shortly after I get on to 84 from 82. They have the biggest damn donuts I've ever seen in my life. Even just one donut is like $3. And the things are freaking huge. They're like 3 times the size of a normal donut. I can also take, but I think I'm going to go ahead and take 395 south. I'll have some surface streets I'll have to deal with, but it is what it is. I did 7 hours at sleeper berth already, so when I do run out of clock, actually I can always just do a 3-hour break at the end, and should be able to run the rest of a full shift from there. So in other words, I can run my 400 miles right now, and then do a 3-hour break, and then run another 200 or so miles, and and then do a full 10-hour break after that. Dude. follows you. That's one of the things that I think should be considered a lot more with merging situations. In aviation, right of way always goes to the less maneuverable aircraft. It also goes to the one that's up front. Because the one that's up front cannot see the one that's in back. So, and it's just like, it's the same way with skiing as well. Like when you go skiing, right away goes to the person who's down the hill because they can't see you, but you can see them. So it becomes your onus to stay clear of the people down the hill from you, because you have to assume that they cannot see you, but you know you can see them. Yeah, well, with their aviation, though, the slower and less maneuverable aircraft is generally the one that has right of way. So, I mean, there are some special cases, though, like say like balloons, for example. They're not maneuverable at all, so they'll always have right of way. Alright, 395 south coming up right here. It's a few extra miles if I take 182 all the way over to 82, but I don't go through surface street, go through town either. If I take 395 down, I will have traffic lights and stuff to deal with. So I'm gonna go ahead and do I'll keep this video going up until we get to the 82, I guess, and we'll call it a day from there. As heavy a load as I have here, it doesn't seem like it's having that much difficulty accelerating. I mean, for 78,000 pound gross weight, I expected it to have a harder time picking up speed than it is. Okay, I believe we'll have a cutoff up here as we get to where I get close into across the river into Kennewick. Pasco Autoplex. So all goes as planned. I will hopefully get to maybe the Twin Falls or Jerome area of Idaho by the time I run out of clock. We'll see, because I could get tired, but I have the flexibility of being able to run this route however I want to run it, as far as my shift management is concerned, and not have any issues with on-time to status. On bridge. I wonder why. For one, there's no shoulder. Two, if you park on a bridge, people are apt to think you're getting ready to commit suicide by jumping off and into the water. Because it's a bit of a drop. Too dark for me to really see right now, but I know some of you all freak out on with the height of bridges sometimes. I actually enjoy the view myself. I don't mind it at all. Of course, remember, I used to work on the top of airplanes regularly that were up 55 feet off the ground. Thursday, yeah, so I'll probably have to stop at a dealer tomorrow, see if I can get that airline that I need for my air reservoir. I'll hang out behind him. We'll be cresting the hill by the time I'm able to get around him anyway, and got traffic lights and shit up here. I tend to do about 5 miles an hour below the speed limit when I come up on traffic lights, because they're timed with, and the yellow lights are timed with car stopping distances in mine, not trucks. I always say, if you can't stop without running a red light or having a critical hard braking event, you're definitely going too fast for conditions. Just because you can legally go the speed doesn't mean you should. Alright, down to 35. We're in Kennewick now, by the way. Been a while since I've used this road too. It's not very often I come into Washington as it is, and then out of the times I do come into Washington, I don't always come through this road either. More often than not, I'll be on I-82 or I want to say it's Highway 12, State Route 12, whatever. And yeah, one that goes over to Wallula. If you take I-82 east over to the end of it, it turns into that highway, whatever it is. Highway 12 is the one that's sticking in my head. Got a right curve coming up, and then it'll be a straightaway that take us all the way up to I-82. Coffee. Jack in the Crack. Who was I talking to recently? Was it Mike Emanuel? I think it was you who said that you just had Jack in the Box for like the second time ever earlier this week. Pretty sure it was you. Jack in the Box is like dime a dozen in Southern Cal, so I've been there countless times myself. It should be a straightaway now, right up to 82. We have a few more lights to deal with. There's one right here, I know. I want to say there's a couple more too. I think I see, yeah, I see at least one more further down, maybe two more. 3 miles away from I-82. And Umatilla is 26 miles out. That'll be right at the Oregon and Washington border, right on the other side of the Columbia River. Some of you guys are, yeah, I know that. I live here. Big Bad John and El Jefe and I gotta mess with you guys a little bit. Give you guys some shout outs too. Alright, 50 zone. Yeah, this truck seems like, I mean, it's not like it's accelerating really fast, but I swear it's accelerating faster for weighing 78,000 pounds than I'm expecting it to. Okay, this might be the last light right here because it's starting to turn into a divided road up ahead. I see a sign right there, divided road ahead, right there in the median. And speed limit's going up as well. Yeah, I think we're... nope, I think I see another light up here. Hildebrand Boulevard, next signal. Okay, so... yeah, there's one more to go. I-82 to Yakima and Pendleton, 1 mile away. We're going to head toward Pendleton. And Pendleton is not on I-82, it's on I-84, but we will be going through Pendleton right before I start climbing Cabbage Pass. That'll be a fun trip up. I'll probably be doing about 24 miles an hour all the way up, and it's about a 10-mile uphill climb. What's this? Construction going on? Yeah. Chicken, you can pass me. Portland, left lane. I don't want to go to Portland. I want to go to Pendleton. This isn't even a 6% uphill grade that I know of. I think it's a 5, and I'm still at 33 miles an hour. So, yeah, I'm expecting on 6% uphill grades, I'm going to probably end up in the 20s on my speed. Rule of thumb I use is for a given weight, every percent increase in grade usually needs one gear lower. Whatever gear you use going up, plan on using that same gear going down, if not even a gear lower. My truck, whatever gear I can climb with, is the one I can usually expect to descend with also. in this case, I got a 6% uphill grade, and I need what is it, 6 deer, I think. Yeah, I want to say 6 deer, 6 or 7, whichever one I run. I think I'll just say 6. A 5% grade with the same load, I could run 7th deer. A 4%, I would run 8th deer. And a 3%, I can run 9th, and so on. Good general rule of thumb. Anyway, we're getting on to I-82 now. Eastbound, we're going to be in Oregon in about 20 minutes. A little bit more, I don't know, a little bit more than 20 minutes or so from now. Not even that, because I'm at exit 114. I want to say it's, I thought it was less than that, but anyway, it's a good spot to stop the footage though. I'm going to go ahead and end this one so we don't make this too excessively long, and I'll see you guys probably in Chillicothe, right? Or if I swap somewhere, we'll see you. You'll see me magically appear somewhere else. All right, you guys all have a great night. We'll see you next time.